record. How many kids will you have had?
Oh, so I'm gonna really have 14 if these ones are mine.
Oh, boy. 7 years ago, we met a man named Julius. Now, Julius was being accused of fathering 3 children by 2 different women. Now, Julius was sure he wasn't the father, and that was until the results of 3 paternity tests were revealed. It was a moment that Julius says changed his life. Watch.
I have 2 kids by Julius, and he doesn't claim either one of them. I just broke up with Julius because I'm tired of him denying my daughter Renee. We were together for 3 years, and I thought I was in love with that man. But then I realized he was going back and forth and playing both of us.
How many kids do you think Julius has?
14.
Does he do anything for your kids?
Nothing at all. You know that these kids are yours.
What do you think of these 2 women?
I don't like
It really doesn't matter.
If you're the father of these kids, you would get into their lives.
If you don't know for a fact,
Yeah, if I'm the father, I'll
you
be
were
there even
sleeping
more.
with us.
Do you know that Shaniqua's gathered 6 of your so-called children and has play dates with them?
Yeah, I know.
If you're
I went one time.
What?
When it comes to 2-year-old Renee, 4-year-old Jay, 3-year-old Samaya, you are the father.
You're upset right now.
Because
going on?
she's 2 and I ain't been doing nothing. Haven't even been there for her like I should have been.
You feel bad about that, don't you? What's going on?
It's okay, you still have
All right,
time.
you have time.
See, that's why I think it's okay that you get tested because you know.
So Julius was the father, and he seemed very emotional about it. In fact, he then got into the lives of all these kids. So coming to us from Covington, Washington is Julius, and also joining us is his estranged wife, Erica. You see, these are 2 of Erica's children, her 4-year-old son, Prince, and her 2-year-old little girl named Princess. Erica is here to prove to Julius that he is not, did you hear me? Not the father of these 2 kids. On the other hand, Julius is praying that he is the father. Okay, so Erica, you say Julius is using you for redemption. Would you please explain this?
I only say this because, you know, as you guys know, he has other kids, and you can be in those kids' life. You are in those kids' life, but here you are coming to me about kids that I've told you several times are not your kids.
First of all, did you know that he was on the show 7 years ago?
I did.
Okay.
I did. We were actually talking to each other at that time.
And you ended up getting married, right?
We did. We got married. I was in love. He was in love. You know, he was becoming a better man. You know, everything was going great.
What happened?
Julius will be Julius, and I will be me.
What does that mean? I guess with all these kids, we know what that means, right?
Yes, correct. With
I
all these
see.
kids, we know what that means.
So-
and I personally felt that I wasn't really ready for marriage.
So I assume the state of your marriage today is you're estranged?
Yes, we are separated, but
Okay.
he comes around.
Well, he comes around, first of all, because everybody should know this, you have an older child.
Yes, we do.
You and Julius agree that that's his child, and he's around there for that child. So when things went south with you and Julius, first of all, you have the 4-year-old. Why do you think that he's not the father of Prince? Weren't you all seeing each other around that time?
No, we actually were not seeing each other. We were broken up. I had someone, he had someone. We were doing our own thing. So it wasn't like, oh, Julius is my son's father. It didn't even cross my mind that he was my son's father.
So you've never told Julius that he could be Prince's father?
No, I've never told Julius that he could be Prince's father.
Where did he get the idea that he could be?
We have friends, mutual friends, and one of my friends decided that it was okay for her to tell Julius that, you know, Prince is your son. He looks just like you guys as other kids. That's your son. You should go be there for your son. And from there, he went like, you know, that's my son. I'm going to be here. You know, I'm going to be in his life, you know, coming around. And I would constantly tell him, like, you know, he's not your son. You know, I understand you wanting to be a great dad. I give it to you. But in this case, he's not your son. So there's no reason for me to let you be a father to him.
So you don't think that Prince and Julius look alike?
No, I don't, Maury. Do you think they look alike? If you think Prince and Julius looks alike, then I also look like Julius, because Prince looks like me.
So let's talk about your daughter, Princess. Weren't you and Julius around each other around the time you got pregnant?
Being around each other, yes, we were. I was going through things, and Julius was there for me emotionally. And yeah, but as for a relationship-wise, me and Julius weren't together, and he knew that. I knew that. Everybody knew that.
Little Princess has some medical issues, and Julius is there for her, isn't he?
He is. He is, very much so. And I just don't want it to be like, he's coming around, he's putting all this energy into a kid, and it's not his.
Do you all get along?
We do. For the most part, we do.
You don't think Julius and Princess look alike?
I don't. Not at all. Once again, that's my only daughter, and personally, if you ask me, she looks like me.
This is very interesting. You have a man here who wants to step up and be the father of these two children, and you want to prove him wrong. Why?
It's not I want to prove him wrong. I just don't want him to put himself in a situation where these kids aren't his and he's sitting here being a father to someone else's kids. If it comes back he is, then okay. But at where I'm standing at right now, he's not the father, and I don't want to put more of a burden on him.
You don't want him to be in their lives?
It's not I don't want him to be in their lives. It's just I wouldn't want you to be there and you're not the father.
So in other words, you would like to have him in their lives, but with the known circumstances that he's not the birth father.
Yes.
So what happens if Erica's right and you're not the father of these two?
To be honest with you, Maury, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be sort of hurt because I want to be Princess's dad so bad. She even has my little sister that passed away's name in her first name. It's Princess Bella Christine. My little sister that passed away name is Christine. And then, so if you feel that, then why'd you give her my little sister's name?
I like it, the name Christine.
But still.
Let me ask you another question, Julius. If these are your children, for the record, how many kids will you have had?
Oh, so I'm going to really have 14 if these ones are mine.
Oh, boy.
And back then, when I came 7 years ago, I only had 9, and then I left the show.
Maury.
And I had more when I left the show.
Well, at least you have less now since the show than you did before the show, I guess.
I know, right?
You want to stay married to Erica or not?
Oh, if these are my kids, yeah, we're going to have to make this work out.
How about
She's gonna
that,
have to
Erica?
leave her. She'll have to leave her boyfriend alone, and we got to be a family.
I don't know about
We're already
that,
married.
Maury.
And then we're going to have 3 kids together, so it's no need for you to be with someone that ain't their dad.
It's cheaper to stay married than it is to get a divorce.
Okay. Well, here's
She
the
ain't
results.
got nothing.
In the case
Those my
of
kids.
4-year-old Prince,
They're not.
Julius.
Is the father.
you are the father.
Come on. What I tell you, yeah, you look just like me. Come on, man. Look at them eyes. Look at mom. Yeah, let's go to this next one. Come on, Maury.
You're not happy with that, Erica?
She's mad about her boyfriend.
Let's get to the next one.
In the case of 2-year-old
That's mine.
Princess, Julius,
You are not.
you
I'm
are
the
the father.
Come up. That's what I'm talking about, boy. Yeah. What you gonna do now? You gonna make it work? What we gonna do?
You can see the kids. That's about it.
We can make it work too, though, and we can be a better family. You know, two-parent household is the best household you can have.
Erica, what you should be
Yes,
happy
Maury.
about is that this man, whether you're in love with him or not, loves those 2 kids.
Yeah.
And so therefore, those kids are going to have two parents raising them, okay?
A two-parent household,
All right,
Maury.
Maury.
Don't let her
Now, I
lie.
don't know if it's a one-parent household. I don't
I'll
know if
let
it's
you
2
guys
parents
know
in
what
one
happened.
household. I'm not going there, guys. But
I'm going there.
I'm happy that those 2 kids have 2 parents.
Look at her face. She mad because when she get home, she got a word awakening coming.
That's okay. That's okay.
That means she's got to deal with her
okay.
boyfriend. I got you.
Yep. He got to pack all his stuff and get up out of there.
I'd like to know in about 3 months what's going to happen here, Julius. Will you?
I'm
Call
gonna
my
tell you.
producers. Let me know. I want to find out.
I'm gonna let you know.
Okay.
You are not the father.